Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it seems like the United States can keep its Israel because the rest of the world joins Russia, or at least runs away from Al Capone. So that's a big problem. We have here Saudi Arabia. And if you remember, Saudi Arabia was a little bit looking to the West lately. Remember, they wanted to build that nuclear power plant with the Americans. They were supposed to normalize the relationship with Israel. They were open. They had that little peace negotiation or whatever it was, the Ukrainian garbage in Saudi Arabia. So they were open again. Well, look what they say. Saudi Arabia expresses unwavering support for Palestine. I think everything I said goes to garbage, and that means you can keep your Israel. If you are just jumping on Israel's boat, we will just bail out. We will say bye-bye, we go out. Yeah, well, we'll see. These guys got oil, just to mention that. Riyadh has said it will actively cooperate with regional actors in an effort. Regional actors are not necessarily of America. Al Capone is not a regional actor. It wanna be because it inserts itself everywhere. In an effort to bring a swift end to the violence between Hamas and Israel, Saudi Arabia continues to support the quote-unquote legitimate rights, end quote, of Palestinians. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas in a phone call on Monday, Saudi media reported. Mahmoud Abbas is waited in Moscow. So who's isolated? Putin or Al Capone? Well, you can add, correct? And you're going to find who's with Al Capone and the rest is not with Al Capone, basically. The latest escalation in Gaza, the kingdom plans to take proactive efforts and collaborate with international and regional powers to prevent the conflict between Israel and Hamas from spilling over to other parts of the Middle East. Bin Salman said, adding that his nation is also seeking to bring a swift end to the hostilities. He further emphasized the importance of humanitarian law and refraining from targeting civilians while insisting that Saudi Arabia stands by the Palestinians in their pursuit of dignified life, unquoting, the realization of their hopes and aspirations, end quote, as well as a quote-unquote lasting peace, according to Saudi Gazette. I think that will happen only when the Israelis will have enough done over there, or when the Palestinians are moving somewhere else out of Gaza, I guess. Bin Salman also discussed the situation in Gaza with Jordanian King Abdullah bin al-Hussein and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Both conversations were largely focused on preserving regional stability and preventing the conflict from spreading, the outlet reported. Don't worry, the Americans are coming. Two expeditionary forces, they don't call it that way, are showing up. One supposedly it's already there, navies, and the other one with nuclear capabilities, supposedly it comes, the Eisenhower shock force, whatever they call it. Riyadh's statements came amid the latest flare-up of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Well, let's call it Hamas. Following a massive attack, Israel responded by massive bombing campaign against Gaza, also announcing a total blockade of the enclave, cutting it off from fuel, water, and food supplies. The Gaza Health Ministry said that at least 510 Palestinians have been killed and 2,751 injured in Israeli air raids as of Monday. The UN said on Tuesday it would launch an investigation into war crimes committed during the latest escalation, adding that it was in possession of quote-unquote clear evidence of violations by both sides. On Monday, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan urged Israel and Palestinian militants to refrain from further violence and offered Ankara's services as a mediator in any potential peace talks. He also said that his nation could facilitate a prisoner exchange if requested. Well, now that's Nobel Peace Prize for you, for Erdogan, even though he kills the Kurds in northern Syria. That's a different story. But hey, he tries to bring peace in Ukraine. He tries to bring peace in the Middle East, or at least where he doesn't have a direct interest, which is good. Which is good. More than any other leader, as far as I know, in modern times, Erdogan fought and tried to mediate between parties. So good for him. So what's going on here? Who is isolated? Who's isolated? Al Capone or Russia? I think the answer is self-evident. So anyway, my friends, Saudi Arabia expresses unwavering support for Palestine. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.